And welcome back to the channel. Danny here, and I'm back. Oh my, let's just get rid of that. God damn it. Yeah, and but finally back and ready to do a video about Liverpool regionals. So I was going to do it last week. Obviously, it's been more than a week. Well, it's been pretty much a week since Liverpool regionals has concluded, almost exactly to the hour, and I haven't done a video yet. So here we are. We're talking about my time at Liverpool regionals. So without burying it too much, let's just dive in here, limitless. We'll just scroll. There we are, place 41. So there's me. Finally got a limitless page, which is really nice. So I placed number 41 out of just over 1,500 players. And I did so with Rooooorin. So Rooooorin is a deck that I've liked for pretty much as long as it's been around. Been a bit on and off. I know that it's had a bit of a shaky time getting going, but if you've seen the stats for the Noctua regionals, you know, it was placed second as far as popularity for day one, and I think it was number one for conversion as well. So people now picking up on the old Rooooorin Steam train. The list is nothing you haven't seen before. If you know your Rooooorin list, this is the exact 60 from Ross Cawthorne. I have literally changed nothing. I literally changed absolutely nothing for this list. I would not call myself a very good deck builder. I'm certainly more of a player, and there is difference in skills for both of those. So, yeah, there's nothing too much to go into here. The one INO one judges is okay. I think I would like more of one or the other. I think only 3 destruction. I did find that 3 research a bit excessive, which I know is a bit controversial. The 3 research for a lot of people is like what sort of set the deck apart from other versions of Rooooorin. But I feel like you could actually go down to 2 research. Yeah, the emergency jelly is really good. 2/4 Sealstone is good. 2 Moltres is good. It's all just a very solid list overall. Yeah, let's go over to PokeStats, and you can see this is my my PokeStats page. My UIC time was not very good. 1, 2, and 4. Yeah, you can see here my full list of whom I played. And we could actually have some fun with this. We could go to Limitless and just look up these players, and see how they all did as well. And you'll probably notice my matchup spread actually wasn't very favourable. Game 1, day 1, round 1. Thing I do number 1 versus Toki here, playing Sablezard, which, if you know Rooooorin, is probably the worst matchup in the entire format for that, especially that build. There's no Iron Hands or any Greninja action, so yeah, didn't have a good time there. Managed to pull the tie, which I think is pretty good. Managed to pull tie there. Moving straight on into playing against the Charizard. I'm very happy with the Charizard matchup. As you can see, I played 1, 2 Charizards and I beat both of them. Rooooorin. Now, playing the mirror, I played 1, 2, 3, 4 Rooooorin over the weekend, and I beat all 4 of them. Go me. It says I played 4. I don't even know if I played again. Oh, so this one here, I was going to say I only played 3. This was actually a no-show. Day 2, round 2 no-show. Yeah, whatever. Take it. Moving on. So I played round 5 against Rooooorin. So Ross actually ended up finishing higher than me with 10, 2, and 3. I finished 10, 4, and 1, placing, I think, top 6. No, he placed 19th to the top 32. So congrats to him. Now you can see after I played Ross, it also started to go a little bit downhill from there. I knew that Gardevoir was one of the worst matchups, and round 6, I'm 5-0 and 1. And I come up, 4-0 and 1, excuse me, and I come up against Ben Bailey with Gardevoir. Not a good matchup. I get creamed. After that, I'm thinking, well, okay, I'm 4-1 and 1. That's fine. I've still got a chance here. And I come up against another bloody Gardevoir, and it doesn't go my way once again. It seems like this Gardevoir player did make day 2, so congrats to Andrea. I need to not lose now. I've lost 2. You can only do 6, 2, and 1. That's your limit for day 2. And I come up against Ruben Davidson, who is friends with Rooooorin, and wouldn't you know it, freaking Gardevoir. Again, another Gardevoir. So I actually managed to hit 3 Gardevoirs back to back, which I was super excited about. Did manage, thankfully, to defeat Ruben. Very close games, very close set. Game 3 took 12 minutes. We had 12 minutes left on the clock when we were setting up, and it went to time. And I think on my first turn of time, so I went 0-1. Okay, so I was turn 2. I think I won the game because it was essentially I just have to trade. I take 2 knockouts against Gardevoir, and then they're like doing reversal, double, and prize knockouts. But what I need to do is just keep punching and then try and disrupt and hope that the disruption is enough, which is what I tried to do against Andrea as well. But it wasn't to be. I could not pull that back, unfortunately. But I did manage to put it against Ruben. It was quite bittersweet. Ruben seemed like a really nice guy and was super cut up about missing out on that day too. I give him a hug. Yeah, what can you do? What can you do? Round 9, last round of the day. Florian, the Charizard for the winning in. We agreed the old gentleman's agreement because I think we both knew that it was winning in. Fortunately for Florian, it wasn't to be. I did win that one 2-0 also. So I was into day 2, my first ever day 2 at a major, my second ever major. Very, very happy with that. It was all fun and games. We had 7 of us go up from Exeter, and I was one of 2 people, myself and Alex Northey, who got through to day 2. And day 2, game 1. What did you? Wouldn't you know it? Gardevoir again. So I hit 4 Gardevoirs in the weekend. 4 Gardevoirs and a Sableye. So out of 15 rounds, I played my bad matchup 1/3 of the time. Right, not great. So Justin did defeat me as well, 2-0, quite handsomely, quite easily. Yeah, great, cool. Nice one, man. Now, the Shempao matchup, Nicholas here was a toughie as well. He played the Kyogre. I could actually just pull that Kyogre up. I don't know what set it's from. Kyogre. It's this one here, Dynamic Wave. So being able to hit the Mew and the Squawk on the bench for 180, you can essentially sit there with no 2 prizes in play and then just snipe one of those 2, and then you can trade easily with the Shempao. There's essentially nothing you can do in that against that matchup. It's super tough, especially again playing this aggressive non-2 prize, no double snipe, no hand style of Roooooon. There's nothing you can really, not much I could find to do. I can ancient boost the capsule on the Roooooon and hope that it just doesn't find enough energy, or I can also try and play without putting Mew or Squawk into play, which is super tough to deal with. So it's tough for me to get things moving without those Pokemon in play. Maybe you could argue that a Penny would help there, but it's difficult. But yeah, I wasn't expecting the Kyogre, and the Kyogre was super strong, and he beat me 2-0 quite handsomely. And then it came the Rapid Strike. I didn't even get a good setup. I just did not get a good setup against Andrea here. There's another second time playing someone called Andrea. It's interesting. But yeah, it doesn't even matter. He just throws a gouge him twice and he win. So that was fine. Now Colin was playing an interesting deck. It was Arceus V-Star with 2 Drapion and a Alolan Vulpix and Ice Rider Calyrex. Colin didn't really get anything going though against me, and it was a straight 2-0. So yeah, unfortunate there. Unfortunate. And even for the double Drapion, played 1 Mew for the weekend. So a final round, Laura Takeda. Which I didn't realize. I actually already followed Laura on the old Twitter, on X. Yeah, she played Cross Switchers and Water Energy, which I think the Cross Switchers particularly make this more favourable for her. I did win the coin flip, and I knew she was playing Roooooon, so I did choose second. I won game 1, and then game 2, obviously I went first. She got the Cross Switcher knockout turn 1, which I knew would be really tough to deal with. But there was a bit of an issue. I used the emergency jelly to heal 120, but she thought I had 80 health left on the Roooooon rather than 80 damage on it. So she tried to hit me with the 1990 of the Greninja and didn't take a prize, and that sort of pushed her back. And I ended up going 2-0 on that one. I think more of that one is just like make sure you do make sure. Sorry, I should make sure I don't kill a cat when I lean back. Yeah, just make sure you do read all the cards. My first Roooooon opponent, Jose, as well. He tried to knock out a Roooooon that had 90 health left because of the Ancient Booster Capsule with Morpeko. Like, dude, you even play Ancient Booster Capsule. You gotta remember this, man. Like, you gotta remember that how much HP the Pokemon has, especially when it's your own one. But I understand Laura doesn't play the emergency jelly, she may not have known, but yeah, it's kind of annoying, kind of unfortunate. But either way, yeah, a lot of it when you go first against Roooooon is to try and not allow them to take a two-prize attack as much as you can, because obviously they're going to go 2-4-6, and then also you got to really utilize that INO, especially late game. Just try and just disrupt and force a whiff. It's the same way that Moooooon beats Roooooon as well. It's exactly the same. That was something that Jack Campbell, you can see my round 4 opponent, did really well. So I believe I won the coin flip and I was doing well in game 1. And then he just ironed me late game, and I whiffed, and he just won. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is bad. But he also played the Vitality Band. The Vitality Band in the mirror is really good, and I'm going to be playing Vitality Band in Roooooon going forward. Not only is it really good in the mirror, it's good into the Entei. If you come up against it, it's good into Iron Hands, so it allows the Roooooon to do 230 damage, which is great. But it also, this is a really good one as well, you can put on the Morpeko and kill Achilea. So worth thinking about. If you're playing Roooooon or you're thinking of playing Roooooon, definitely think about trying to get the Vitality Band in there as well. Very techy stuff. Anyway, that's my tournament run. There's not much more to say about it than that. Overall, I think I played some good Pokemon of the weekend. I played some really bad Pokemon. I made some terrible decisions, but hey ho, it is what it is. Again, it's my second major ever. We never used to play big Pokemon tournaments like this back in the day, so I can't be too upset. I'm kind of happy with how it went overall. Hitting that many Gardevoirs, it's just unfortunate. But I mean, that's part and parcel of being in the EU. I would have liked to have hit more Mew. I feel like if a couple of those Gardevoirs were Mews, then my record would have been a heck of a lot better. I know that the guy that won played like beat 4 Moons with his Mew, and okay, I just don't see how that matchup goes that way for anyone. Well, I was talking about it a lot with Ross. I talked about a little bit with Ethan Wild as well, not too much with Ethan. I haven't really. I chatted with him a bit because he's friends with Alex, but we haven't formally really met properly. So he's a big Mew player, and yeah, he had an opinion about Mew into Roooooon being 50-50, but my experience is that it is not 50-50. My experience is very favourable for Moon, but hey ho, we all have different experiences, and it's interesting. It's good for growth as well. So that was my run. Now this is the important bit of the video. I have hit. If I can go to my channel, yeah, no. How do I look at how many? Your channel. How do I home? No. Here we go. Channel subscribers, 503. We did it. It happened a little while ago, but we hit 500 subscribers. So thank you so much for all of you for subscribing to the channel. It does mean a lot to me. Having the occasional person come up to me at a competition saying, "Oh yeah, I've seen your channel." That's actually really cool. Here's to the next 500, and I wanted to do something special for that 500 subscriber hit. This is where, here we go. I've been thinking about this for a while. The channel name is Danny Dowling. That's my name. I think it's time to change the channel name. So we are going to change it right here and now on this video. It is my PTCG live name. It is the name I played Street Fighter 5. It is the name that I played Tekken 7. And now Tekken 8. DannyMatrix. We're changing the name. Everything. Oh yeah, let's change that too. Customize URL. How do I change it? I can't change it. Okay, maybe that'll change eventually. Oh, handle right there. I've done it. Okay. Anyway, doesn't matter. The name is changing. Publish. Boom. We're DannyMatrix now. Welcome to the channel of DannyMatrix, and I'll see you again for the next one, where maybe I'll play some Pokemon, or maybe some Tekken. I enjoy Tekken, so maybe we'll play some Tekken. Cheers, everyone. See you later. Thanks.